In the heart of northern Nigeria, nestled among the rolling savannas of Adamawa, lay a small Fulani village called Dambore. It was a place of quiet mornings, bleating goats, and the rhythmic clatter of hoofs. This was the home of Aminu, a bright-eyed boy who had always dreamed of more than tending cattle under the blazing sun. Aminu was the pride of Dambore. The first in his lineage to attend university, he had walked miles to attend primary school and studied under flickering lantern light. Years later, with sweat and sacrifice, he earned a degree in agricultural economics from Ahmadu Bello University. The entire village celebrated his graduation like a festival. Hope had a name, and it was Aminu. But the city was not what he imagined. For 2 years, Aminu searched for work in Kaduna and Abuja, hopping from office to office with a warm brown envelope filled with credentials. He was promised calls that never came, sat for interviews that led nowhere, and spent nights in cramped rooms, eating the same gari he thought he had left behind. Rejections piled higher than his textbooks ever did. Disheartened but not defeated, Aminu returned to Dambore, his dreams trailing behind him like dust in the harmattan wind. Many saw it as failure. But Aminu saw something else: opportunity. Back in the village, he watched the herds graze and remembered his grandfather's tales about cattle markets, trade routes, and the secrets of livestock breeding. With his education and their ancient knowledge, he had an idea: to modernize Fulani cattle farming. He sold his small motorbike and bought 3 lean cows. He applied his knowledge: careful feeding, vaccinations, breeding strategies, and soon, the cows grew healthier and fatter than any in the village. He kept records, introduced basic vet care, and learned to make livestock feed from local crops. When his cows fetched double the price at the Mubi market, everyone took notice. Aminu didn't stop there. He trained other young Fulani herders, showing them how to keep records, improve breeds, and use mobile phones to track cattle sales. He started a cooperative, pooling resources and negotiating better prices. In 5 years, Dambore went from a forgotten hamlet to a hub of modern livestock farming. Soon, government officials visited. NGOs offered support. Aminu was invited to conferences, honored with awards, and featured on radio stations as the Cattle Whisperer of Dambore. But he remained humble, still rising at dawn, still walking among his herd. When a young boy from the village asked him why he had returned after university, Aminu smiled and said, "Sometimes, the road forward begins where we started. I went to the city looking for a future. But I found it right here, in the dust and the dung, with the cattle and my people." And under the vast African sky, Aminu's story grew, not just as a tale of success, but of homecoming, resilience, and redefining what it means to make it.